William threatened to strip Eugenie and Beatrice of their titles unless Prince Andrew and Fergie left Royal Lodge. Welcome back to Crown Chronicles, the home of royal truths, hidden scandals, and inside stories that peel back the golden curtain of the British monarchy. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and join our royal community, because today's story is one that will leave you questioning just how united the Windsors really are. Whispers of tension inside the royal family have been brewing for months, but what's recently emerged could be the most explosive royal standoff yet. According to palace insiders, Prince William, the future king, allegedly issued a shocking ultimatum: either Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson vacate Royal Lodge, the Grand Windsor estate they've called home for decades, or Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie could see their royal titles come under threat. Yes, you heard that right. The Duke of Cambridge, known for his calm composure and diplomatic manner, is said to have taken a hard line in what's being described as a desperate attempt to restore order and protect the monarchy's public image. But why would William go so far as to target his own cousins? And what does this say about the growing fractures within the royal household? To understand this royal storm, we need to rewind. Royal Lodge has long been the subject of controversy. It's the sprawling, 30-room mansion in Windsor Great Park that Prince Andrew secured on a long-term lease from the Crown estate back in the early 2000s, at a time when he was still a senior working royal. Since stepping back from duties following the infamous scandal linked to Jeffrey Epstein, the Duke of York has been living in quiet luxury at the property, alongside his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, but the optics have been anything but quiet. Many within the palace walls reportedly feel it's inappropriate for Andrew, who no longer represents the monarchy in any capacity, to continue enjoying such royal privilege. Especially when the crown is undergoing a major image reshaping under King Charles III's slimmed-down monarchy plan. Now, here's where the real drama unfolds. Reports suggest that King Charles had already been urging Andrew to downsize, to move into the much smaller Frogmore cottage, once occupied by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. But Andrew allegedly refused. He was adamant that Royal Lodge was his home and, with his finances stretched and his reputation shattered, he wasn't going anywhere. Enter Prince William. Sources close to the household say William has grown increasingly frustrated with his uncle's refusal to cooperate. He reportedly views Andrew's continued residence at Royal Lodge as not only a stain on the monarchy's image but also an obstacle to long-term royal property restructuring. After all, the lodge, strategically located near Windsor Castle, would make an ideal family residence for William, Kate, and their children in the future, according to these sources. William's patience finally snapped. In a heated discussion that allegedly took place earlier this year, he made it clear either Andrew and Fergie vacate Royal Lodge voluntarily, or he would push for the titles of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie to be reviewed. The reasoning? That their close association with their disgraced father continues to undermine public confidence in the royal institution. Now, this is where the situation becomes deeply personal. Beatrice and Eugenie, despite living largely private lives, have always been fiercely loyal to their parents. They've defended their father through his darkest moments and maintained close ties to their mother, who still lives with Andrew despite their decades-long divorce. Hearing that their cousin, the man destined to be king, would threaten their titles reportedly left them stunned and heartbroken. One insider described the atmosphere as ice cold, saying the two York sisters felt betrayed by someone they had always admired and supported. Beatrice and Eugenie have tried to stay out of the family's internal politics, the source explained, but when the future king starts questioning their right to their titles, that's a line crossed. However, others inside the palace claim William's ultimatum wasn't meant as a personal attack but as a strategic move, a way of forcing Andrew's hand. With the monarchy's reputation still recovering from the multiple crises of recent years. From Prince Harry's revelations to the lingering shadow of Andrew's scandal, William is said to believe the royal family must be seen to act decisively and ethically. In William's eyes, it's about setting standards. The message was clear: the monarchy can no longer afford to shield its members from accountability, no matter how close they are to the throne, but it's not that simple. Royal watchers point out that stripping titles isn't a decision the Prince of Wales can make on his own. It would require approval from the king, and likely parliamentary involvement. Still, The fact that such a threat was even whispered in the halls of Windsor says a lot about how far tensions have escalated. Meanwhile, Andrew remains defiant. He continues to live at Royal Lodge with Sarah Ferguson, who herself has found renewed public favor after her battle with breast cancer and her recent charitable work. The Duchess is reportedly acting as Andrew's emotional anchor, urging him to stay strong and reminding him that he has every legal right to remain in the property, but behind the scenes, cracks are widening. Princess Beatrice and Eugenie are said to be quietly exploring ways to protect their positions within the family, maintaining strong ties with the King and Queen Camilla while carefully avoiding any public confrontation with William. For two sisters who have long struggled to balance royal duty with private life, this latest drama could force them to make difficult choices about their future. Public opinion, too, remains divided. Some sympathize with William, praising him for taking a principled stand and prioritizing the monarchy's integrity over family loyalty. Others accuse him of overreach, arguing that targeting Beatrice and Eugenie crosses a moral line. After all, they've never been directly involved in their father's scandal, and their charity work and low-profile lifestyles have kept them largely out of trouble. Still, the optics are powerful. The idea of a royal rift between William and his cousins paints a sobering picture of a family still grappling with the fallout of its past mistakes. For a monarchy trying to project stability and unity under King Charles, these internal tensions threaten to reignite old wounds. As of now, Buckingham Palace has issued the usual no-comment statement, but insiders insist the situation is far from resolved. With Andrew digging in his heels, and William increasingly determined to shape the monarchy on his own terms, something has to give. And if the reports are true, the next few months could bring the most dramatic royal showdown since Harry and Meghan's departure. So, what happens next? Will King Charles step in to mediate, or will William's ultimatum mark a turning point in how the monarchy handles internal dissent? One thing is certain, the royal family is standing at a crossroads. And in this modern age of transparency and accountability, even those born into privilege are finding their titles come with conditions. Thank you for watching Crown Chronicles, your royal destination for truth, intrigue, and everything between the palace walls. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss a story. Because in the world of the British monarchy, the next twist is always just around the corner, and trust us, you won't want to miss it.